Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. We are here with another Alliance War video. This is Alliance War Season 35, number 9, excuse me, and I'm actually going to have my second death of the season in this war. We matched x5es, who are about 50 points ahead of us in rating. We matched them last season as well. So, we need to have a good war. And spoiler alert, we have a very good war. Everyone except me, in fact. I have 9 fights as well. I have 3 fights in Section 1, 3 minis before Section 2, and then 2 Section 2 fights, and the final boss. We have the team of Nimrod, Hercules, and CGR, which is a pretty solid team. I was only scheduled to use Hercules for 1 fight, but I end up using him for another fight that someone else was supposed to take because they went to sleep. But this is a pretty solid team, 2 rank 4s and 1 rank 3. But I'm actually going to die with one of the rank 4s. So you'll see that. Moving up into Section 1, we're on Path 9, and we have Void and Toad, also Vision Aarkus on Hazard Shift. So I'm using 20% boost. Normally I would use 30% boost for Section 1 and Section 2 because I have enough. But I actually didn't have enough energy to reach all my fights right now. So I used a 6-hour boost that are going to get me through Section 1 and the minis before Section 2. And then everything else is going to be done. 30% boosts. Using our 200% and 8% cosmics, going with an SP1 boost for the first 3 fights here. And this is a pretty straightforward Void fight. Last time I took this fight, Void charged heavy attack instantly into the fight, forcing me to trigger Dex, which was not ideal. But here it actually goes really well. We're gonna get to like 2.9 bars before we throw our special. Throw the 1 special 2 gets us to our L3, and he's dead. So we end with 91% health. The last time we took that fight, I think I ended with about 20% health, and I didn't even take a single hit, just because Kabam is Kabam. And yeah, there we go. The L3 kills. Pretty nice fight. I did not turn on suicides for my first 3 fights, mainly because I wanted to carry the SP1 boost into all 3 fights, and also, obviously, I wouldn't have it on for that Void, because it's just extra damage. Now, the insult to injury is something to slightly worry about, except for the fact that Nimrod is immune to ability accuracy reduction from mutants. And for the first combo of the fight, I actually forgot what note it was, because Nimrod is only immune to poison. He is not immune to incinerate. I mean, like, of the 2 debuffs, you knew what I meant. And look at this. Bro. He could have had double the health and that L2 would have killed him. But yeah, Toad just got washed down the drain, and we have 1 more fight here. This is my last Cosmic Ghost Rider fight. Pretty straightforward fight. This is just going to be Vision Aarkus. This one does have Schadenfreude on it. So I have to repair off the start of the fight, and I actually didn't forget. I went for the reparry, I just missed it. It wasn't where it wasn't that situation where I thought that I hit it, I forgot that I needed to hit it. I genuinely thought I did, and I missed my parry. So yeah, second L2 burns him down. I intentionally didn't finish my judgments because I want to get my L2 off as soon as possible. Second L2, I didn't need my buffs because they were still there from before. So this is the fight that I am going to take. That was assigned to a red Magneto, but I was told to take it because the red Magneto was not here. So this was like 2.5 hours later. And I made sure that I had enough energy to reach my Nova fight. Yeah, it's Nova. And this is one of the worst fights you've ever seen. This is maybe in contention for a top 5 all-time worst fights that I did not die in, for me personally. But The reason that I play the fight this way is because I saw a video from a guy in my alliance take this exact fight with Hercules, exact same rank. Rank 4 6-star versus a rank 3 6-star. So I tried to copy what he did. And what he did was get to the L2, knock the shield off, and then throw the L2. The first L2 got him to a second L2, and that second L2 killed. What's the difference? That's the difference right there. I went into his block and he dexed. So I got power drain. And what's happening now? I'm trapped in the corner. He threw an L1. How am I supposed to hit into his block when he never dashes back? So there, I was trying to get auto blocked and it didn't work. So here, I throw my SP2 out of, I guess, just out of desperation. And then there, I run into a heavy attack. And I'm very, very clearly losing the fight at this point. And I'm just trying to bring it back. I know that he will not auto block me until he gets his shield back. So, or her, she gets her shield back rather. I threw the L1. I did know it would fail my counter. I was just trying to get the charges off his shield. At this point, I was extremely worried, trying to get him to dash back, and he's just not having it. We missed the dex there. Now, luckily, we actually triggered Power Snack before, so Power Snack did not eat our immortality thing, or whatever it's called. And here a combo actually finishes off the fight, so we finished at 1 health. Now, if that combo into the block, that would have knocked out her shield, and then I threw my L2, the fight's over in 10 seconds, and I end with 90% health. Just so you know, that's the one thing that went wrong that I didn't react well to. So here we have an SP1 boost on, and we're just trying to kill this kitty. We're doing our mixed master combos of light, light, medium, light, medium. Here we get a medium evaded, so I go medium, light into a special 2, and this actually kills. This is a rank 4 kitty, but this is also a rank 4 Nimrod with max suicides. Other than 3 out of 3 recoil, and 20% boosts, almost max boosts. So this is actually Coop's Nova. This is Coop's rank 4 Nova, and I'm actually going to use 4 of the potions that's for the level 5 potions, the potions that are not available anymore. That doesn't really matter because I only have 3 wars left, so I don't really care. I'm going to throw in an invulnerability boost here. And this fight goes so well. I was so happy with this fight because this is my only Herc fight that goes well. Literally. The only one. So here I'm trying to get auto blocked, so I'm going to hit an intercept, get auto blocked. There I should have gone for heavy attack. But now I was just kind of settling on the strategy of taking this fight really slowly by just baiting out L1s and not having to block. So while there is heal block on this node, I am going to still run suicides. I did see a video of Godman in my alliance taking this fight, and then here when he was at 30%, I realized there's no way my L2 doesn't kill at this point, and even if it doesn't and the L2 stun gets reflected, I'm stun immune, so it doesn't matter. I just lose one of my charges. But that went really well, and now we are on to this. I went to bed, I woke up, and all the minis were down. It's just my 2 path fights and the boss. And I was supposed to use Nimrod for all 3 fights. Now, while this was not specifically ever said, it was a mutant, so I'm supposed to use Nimrod. And I don't use Nimrod. And I don't know why. Because what I should have done is I should have gone into this Wolverine X fight with I believe it was a regen boost. I think I put a regen boost on, or I put nothing on, I don't remember. So here I'm going to heal up Herc. This is just horrible. Genuinely, I have no other description for it. I don't understand the logic behind using Herc for a mutant when you have Nimrod on your team. But this was 5:45 in the morning. I'd just woken up a half hour previous. I thought I was awake enough to make good decisions. Clearly I was not, because what turned into a fight that could quite literally be impossible to die to turned into a nightmare. So I put on the 15% SP3 boost. This is the only fight where I'm worried about him getting to an L3. But Stryfe actually gets to an L3 as well in the next fight. So that's a lot of fun. But this node has Spite, so I know that he's going to be gaining a lot of power. I was there looking at the boosts, and I think I go with a regen boost, right? This was not because I was low on boosts, so I hadn't bought the boosts yet for the loyalty store. So I actually, as of recording this, I can buy a 4th regen boost and a 5th SP1 boost tomorrow in one day. So here I see Wolverine Weapon X is getting really stingy. He never threw a single special attack. So I think, okay, I'm just going to let him throw his L3. He's going to push himself into his aggressive phase, and then I can throw my L2, not worry about him going unstoppable. So at this point, I'm just trying to wait it out, eat a combo in the corner because, you know, that's a lot of fun. Whiff my first L2 hit, and then he very quickly dies after I throw my L2. Could that fight have gone better? Sure. If I used an SP1 boost, he would have been dead before he threw his L3. Doesn't matter. So here, this is the fight I die to. This is Stryfe on Kinetic Transference Aspect of Evolution. And right there, you'll see the start of the fight is already bad. I start the fight by missing a parry and taking a heavy attack to the face. Except I didn't miss that parry. That was input issues. Because I know when I miss a parry, and I own up to missing a parry, I didn't miss that parry. I'm 1,000,000,000% sure I didn't miss that parry. That was me having some input issues off the start of the fight. But I land my second parry here, get the heavy attack off, and you'll see one heavy attack did 1/5 of his health. So here, I wait out the miss, do a few hits, forget about the miss, and boom, I'm trapped in the corner. So there, I miss another parry. At this point, I should have thrown that L1. What am I doing? I don't know. He's at an L2. Finally going to throw the L1. I'm doing decent damage. Does it matter? Nope, because look at this. Where's that L2, Stryfe? Finally, there it is. But look, now he's back up to an L2. Now right there, I counter. Why didn't I do a 5-hit combo? Who knows? Why? And then there, I didn't notice that the global had come back. So now, he's at 2.9 bars. I'm stuck in the corner. And I'm dead. He's at 10%, but the L3 bypasses your immortality from SIG ability. That works with every champion. The L3, like, he doesn't survive L3s. And I'm dead. With him at 10%. Now let me tell you how that fight would have gone with Nimrod. If I played just as well. I would have eaten that L3, been at 90% health, and then thrown my L2 and he would have been dead. Why didn't I use Nimrod? I don't know. All I know is I didn't, and I died. So I go clean up, and he dies in 5 hits. And I threw my phone. I threw my phone after I died. I threw my phone against the wall. Because I couldn't believe what had just happened. I was so mad. I was finally assigned a big war. I was assigned 8 fights plus a boss. Well, technically 7 plus a boss, and then I was given an extra fight. And I went and did that. So now we have a Sauron boss. Sauron boss with Nimrod is a joke. He's not even a global defender. The strategy is just to burn this man down with your L2. So I was planning on throwing L1 or on baiting L1s, and I did actually practice the L1 evade, but I take it to the face trying to evade it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just not going to do that again. So here I decide I'm going to hit a bunch of reparries because I'm only at 4 my armor ups, and they increase the the damage on your L2. So I hit a few reparries. I'm now at 12, so I just go in, do a 5-hit combo into his block to push him back and throw my L2. And he is now pretty low on health. He's now at 30%, excuse me, 27%. And I just settled on throwing, or on blocking L1s for the rest of the fight. Now I am running 5 out of 5 tech collar. I always do that when I run tech attackers. But the main decently hard gimmick of Sauron is that he goes unblockable. But when you're eating his prowess, he doesn't go unblockable. So that was a really easy boss fight, a little over a minute, 117. And I was our only death in the entire alliance. And I didn't know that when I died. I went to bed, we were at 80 attacker kills, and I was like, 0 deaths, wow, we're doing really well. We might have like a really low death war. And I wake up, and I didn't check the score. Someone told me afterwards that I was our first death. I had no idea. I was just taking my 3 remaining fights. But I was our 138th, 139th, and 140th last fight. In our 139th fight, I was our first death, and I was our only death. ISO8A, I don't think has ever had a full donut, and my stupidity this war took away that chance for the full donut. And I felt like garbage. I went to work, I felt like shit the entire day. We destroyed these guys. The score was 8-1. They didn't even have that bad of a war. We were just fucking playing out of our minds this war. And now I'm going to have to select in my video that I swore in my video, because it's like a super big deal apparently with your monetization. I try not to do that in war videos, but whatever. And yeah, I don't know. Like, we won and we destroyed them. We had a great war. We had our best war since I've been here, I believe. Maybe we've had another 1-death war. I don't know that for a fact. We played great, and it wasn't even an easy defense. It was like your average master's defense. Honestly, that's what it was. And I still can't explain what I did. I have no explanation. Why didn't I use Nimrod? I'm not short on potions. I'm not short on loyalty. I'm not short on boosts. There's no explanation. I'm just a stupid idiot. So yeah, there's that. I've been feeling like garbage ever since this war. I was having a good season. This is the 3rd boss I was assigned, and the first 2 have went perfectly. And this would have been such a nice war. Imagine if I just used Nimrod for that fight. We would have had a full donut, and I would have had a 9 war, like 9 solos in 1 war. Would have been beautiful. But no, I had to go ahead and ruin the 0-death clear for everyone in my alliance. Just sucks. Just really sucks. And it's a good thing I am retiring. This was my 4th last war ever. I only have 3 wars left. At this point, I just want to not die again. I'm not going to get over this. I still hate this so much. The only way I get over this is if we have another 0-death war. But if I ruin my last chance at having that, actually, that's not true. I've been part of one before. In ASR, we had 1 0-death clear while I was there. And then we had like 5 1-death wars. I don't know. We are 8-1. We're still in 4th because the alliance is in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. All won their wars this war. MIBR got like a Plat 1 or Plat 2 alliance. TCN got, I don't know, someone they beat in GT40. Stomped someone. I don't even remember who it was. Genuinely, don't have a clue. yeah, 8-1 this season. I have 2 deaths on the season as of this war, and my PSR is 48 out of 50 or 97. Why does it say 97? That's 96%. It's exactly 96%. I don't know why this says 97. I'll change that in the description. And we have a deathless streak of 1 fight. Because I died in my second last fight, our deathless streak is only that Sauron. So yeah, a bit of a longer video, but to be fair, I did have 9 fights, so it was a bit of a longer video for a reason. And I also had a lot to say about that particular death. No excuses. People have their bad moments, and that was one of my bad moments. I want to thank everyone in my alliance for playing amazing and having my back in a war like this. Yeah, that's it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.